Hey, what's going on, everybody? As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. I hope everybody is having a great day or a great night, wherever you guys are in this great world. Today, we are going to be discussing some XRP news, kind of going in depth on it. I'm pretty much analyzing, hey, could you basically become a millionaire off of holding XRP? Because it all comes down to, first off, how much do you want to hold? First off, second off, what was your average buy-in? Because buy-ins also matter, and then also where do you live? Because taxes also come into accountability whenever we do something with stocks or, for an example, capital gains, right? Because capital gains just increased in their tax rate. I think it's like 38% or something like that. I know it's something crazy like that, but when we look at it, that's what we really need to analyze. And currently, right now, if we come down to XRP, right, first off, it's sitting pretty at number 7 in market cap. We do know that there's well over 3.1 million holders of XRP, which is astronomically low if you really think about it. Now, in terms of price, in terms of where we see it going, when we look at this, right, we know that the all-time high is about like $3.84, I believe. And we do know that currently, right now, we're trading at about 61.5 cents. And we did reach about $1.98 this bull run, which was nothing significant overall comparing it to the last all-time high here. Now, when we really look at this, it's the idea of where could we possibly go in price? Because I told you guys, I think $10 is going to be easily breached this bull run. At that point, right, market cap will be pretty high. I think it will be at like 460 billion overall. If we take the total supply, obviously it will be higher, but we're going to be going off a circulation supply. Now, at $10, how much would you have to hold to become a millionaire? Simple, 100,000. But how much would you have to hold to become a millionaire, pay your taxes, and still be a millionaire? Because I'm going to analyze both, because obviously, it's easy to hold 100,000 XRP, especially if you guys were accumulating, down in like the 15-cent zones and 10-cent zones, or even if you were holding from back in 2017, right? Because a lot of people are still hodlers that were holding back there. So I also want to talk to you guys real quick about the rich list, because this is where a lot of the idea of how much or how many people hold 100,000 XRP. And currently 11,335 individuals hold 100,000 XRP, or 100,000 to almost 200,000 if you will. Now, these people that are holding this will most likely walk out of this bull run becoming a millionaire if they don't sell too early. Now, if you guys are holding these amounts down here, don't feel bad at all, because listen, even if you're holding, say for some 10,000, there's almost only 70,000 individuals holding 10,000 to 25,000. Now, if you're holding 25 to 50,000, great, you're basically in that 30,000 area. Now, in terms of percentages of accounts, think about it like this, right? If you hold 11,000 plus, you are in the top 4%. If you hold 61,000 plus, you are in the top 1%. And if you guys hold 116,000 plus, you are in the top 0.5%. So like I said, a lot of people are holding astronomical amounts of this, but a lot of people are still kind of, they don't know about XRP. So the price could increase significantly. Like I said, my numbers are $10. I think it's going to easily achieve $10. Now, where does that put us in terms of how much do we have to hold to become a millionaire? Because we always talk about, first off, to become a millionaire at $10, say for so your average purchase price was, I don't know, 50 cents, and you sell it at $10. We don't need any commissions or anything like that. Obviously, your buy price would be about $50,000. Now, your net sell price would be $1 million. You would profit $950,000. So, you basically walk out with, $1 million. Now, in terms of taxes, because when we look at taxes in the United States, it's obviously different from most people's tax breaks. For an example, ours is I think around 38%, so it's about $380,000 on $1 million. So we would technically have to make $1.38 million. So where would that put us in terms of price? At $11, we would make 11 or 1.1 million. So we would technically have to hold until it hits $14. Now I do think that we could hit $14. I told you guys, I think still $20 to $30 is easily achievable for XRP this bull run. Now I know a lot of people will speculate and ask why. Why does that price even come up? Well, we've done the research. We've looked into XRP, right? It has a ton of speculation under its belt, but also when we listen to Garlinghouse talk about financial districts and stuff like that with connections to XRP, we do know that it has 100+ financial pretty much giants under its belt that have a ton of connections in the financial sector. So if they are all utilizing, say for so, RippleNet, because I know a lot of people argue the idea of RippleNet and how it doesn't correlate to XRP overall. Well, they do. They will increase in price. For an example, XRP will increase in price the more RippleNet is being utilized. And like I said, when we talk about RippleNet and XRP, it's almost like comparing it to Hedera and then comparing it saying like, oh, well, they're building on Hedera, but they're not utilizing HBAR. They are using XRP even if they utilize the RippleNet. So when we look at how much utility is driven by XRP, plus not only that, but it is one of the most suppressed assets in this space currently, we do know that it's poised for a massive breakout. And when it does break out, it's going right past this all-time high, and it's going into price discovery. I still think $10 to $15 is conservative, and I think that it could hit $20 to $30. Now, if you want to sell at $14, like I said, and if you hold 100,000, great. You profit at $1.4 million. You can cover your taxes and still walk away with a swift $1 million. Now, I know a lot of people will keep a little bit in their wallet. Not only that, but also when we look at the idea of, pretty much selling or anything like that, a lot of people won't sell fully, or they will pretty much borrow against it so that they don't have to pay taxes. So it is hard to say, if you're borrowing against, then obviously $10 would be your target point. But if you aren't, then 1.4 million at $14 would basically be the safe bet for those tax fees. Now, when we look at the chart for XRP, and I say that we're poised for a breakout, I truly mean it, right? We are basically trading on this massive support line at that 60-cent zone. We're basically in chop area, if you will, between this 50-cent to 60-cent zone. It is a big support zone and accumulating zone, but we look like we're back in sort of an upward trend pinnacle, if you will, and our next pinpoint would be that 70-cent zone. Once 70 cents is cleared and breached, because that is a big resistance point, we even see it here from June 24th and also June 25th. Once that is broken, we could technically look to claim the 200-day MA, which is at that 73-cent zone, almost exact. Once that is broken and we clear 75 cents, my next target point is high. I mean, once this is cleared, right, my next target point is up here. I want to see $1.10 be broken. That will regain the 50 and the 100-day MA. That will help us flip insanely bullish, because once that is cleared, we could say, all right, well, we're back in support zone. We're basically trading above this massive MA demand zones down here. Basically, we are ready to do something that is similar to breaking this all-time high that's currently in our bull run that we're in now. Then we could say, you know what, let's target the next all-time high, which is up here as marked on the graph. And then once we go into price discovery, it's a matter of where do we go, right? Because we already know that in previous bull runs we did do this massive push up. The all-time high here is wrong. Our all-time high is actually up here. So our all-time high from that year was about a 99,000, almost 100,000% of an increase in price point. Now I think that this is a little bit wrong. I think the main percentage pump was about like 87,000 to be exact. So hey, even if we do an 87,000% pump from our bottom levels down here, we could actually even go from that March 2020 drop. Listen, that's still a massive increase in price. Because listen, even at that all-time high, once we go into price discovery, it's about 4,000%. Even if we target just $10, right, it would be about a 9,587% of an increase in price. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and say, hey, well, we're going to probably do the same run up and go to $100 to really gain that 90,000% of an increase in price. Absolutely not. I'm not going to tell you guys that because it wouldn't make sense. Now, if we look here, right, even at $30, right, it's still about 29,000 of a percentage increase in price. So I still think that this is realistic. I think anything here and here around this area here is pretty much a safe bet. I think that that is possible. Now, if you are being more, if you're not taking the risk and you don't want to be caught in another bull or bear market, basically you would be looking to exit around this $10 zone up to that $15 zone here or somewhere in there. Like I said, that's pretty much how you would basically make $1 million off of XRP. Now, I do know that, hey, not a lot of people have $50,000 to start off with or anything. That is why we accumulate these massive dips down here and back here and accumulate for so long to get 50,000 to 100,000. So when something does happen where, we get this massive increase in price, we could pretty much bask in the glory that we accumulated for so long and we've waited for so long. But again, it's one of those things where, listen, if the opportunity doesn't arise on XRP, it will arise again in the market. We will see things like ALBT, we will see things like QNT and HBAR and stuff like that increase significantly in value where we could accumulate at lower prices than what it's going to pretty much end at. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys could follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.